president has any plans to meet with any of the folks involved with any of the family businesses over there, or see any of the sites that are going to be
not to my knowledge, and let me just get to the premise of your question that both of you have raised. I think it's frankly ridiculous that anyone in this room would even suggest that President Trump is doing anything for his own benefit. He left a life of luxury and a life of running a very successful real estate empire for public service, not just once, but twice. And again, the American public reelected him back to this White House because they trust he acts in the best interest of our country and putting the American public first. This is a president who has actually lost money for being president of the United States. I don't remember these same type of questions being asked of my predecessor about a career politician who was clearly profiting off of this office. That is not what President Trump does, and this White House holds ourselves to the highest of ethical standards.
How is this allowed to be continued? And nobody said anything. Not a one. Now, granted, this clip was before this came out, but this is already in line with a bunch of stuff that has already happened. Receiving that plane is a clear violation of the emoluments clause, which he has violated time and time again. Prohibits the U.S. from granting titles of nobility and prevents federal officials from accepting gifts, emoluments, offices, or titles from foreign powers without congressional consent. Abraham Lincoln famously did this during his presidency. He really wanted these elephant tusks and went to Congress. Congress said, "You're doing a good job, but we can't allow this." The GOP today is just letting it happen because they're not really for the Constitution. If they were, this man would have never been on that ballot. Prime example, who is in charge of the DOJ? That would be Pam Bondi. And does she have any ethical standards about this? Absolutely not. She says there's no violation here. This is going to the Air Force, and then this is going to go to the Trump Library once he gets out of office. But honestly, there's no conflict of interest. Not at all. This is why he's so deep in crypto now. He used to be against it, and people are wondering why all of a sudden he is into it. Because it fills his pockets with money. He convinces people to buy his shitcoin, and they get to meet with him and ask for favors. There's the amount he got in 2016, and that is what he got last year. And oh, would you looky there, a bunch of those people that donated are now in the administration. I scratched your back, now you scratch mine. They were so worried about Hunter Biden all those years, but they still never made a peep about this. So spare me, KK Caroline. Not only has he done this stunt for financial gain, he did all this to avoid prison.